Yeah, wait, sir.
Yesterday we have seen how to create a project in Jira 2. We created a website first. The Jira is a cloud-based system. Everything will be created on the cloud. And we made Karthik as Scrum Master. He created a project. In the product backlog, he created one epic, creating and managing branches, 3 stories. Admin should be able to create a branch, one user story. Admin should be able to update the branch details, second user story. Admin able to delete the unwanted Primus Bank branches, other user story. And also there are 3 task items are defined, assigned to the concerned people. Scrum Master defined 3 task items. Implementing the code for new branch registration, writing test cases for new branch registration, executing test cases for new branch registration. The first task assigned to the developer, remaining 2 tasks assigned to the tester, right? Scrum Master invite the team members to collaborate with the project. Only the people who are invited can access, remaining people cannot. Here, you have to select your project name, Primus Bank, below. You're showing all the items here. You go to product backlog, there is nothing in the board because sprint not yet created. Once the sprint is planned, whatever the task items planned to implement in the first sprint appear on the board. You come little down, all stories will appear on the right side. You please observe here, the left side we have a epic, create and manage branches. On the right, we are seeing all the stories and task items defined by the Scrum Master. One epic created, 3 stories are created. For the first story, creating a branch, 3 task items are created, and the 3 task item assigned to the concerned people. Here on the right, for whom these task items are assigned is appearing here. You please observe on the right, NG, I think Sharif, and SB, my name. The last 2 task items given to me, test engineer here. And also the status it is showing, to do. All items to do. No work is started, initiated. Right. So what is your next job now? Creating a sprint. Right. You little scroll up. You please observe here, plan your sprint. You need to drag the issues from the backlog section and you can able to create a sprint. The bottom we have all the issues. You need to drag the issues from the backlog section and you can able to start a sprint. You have to drag the issues to the sprint area. Drag it, drag and drop. You come little down. The first user story, drag and drop there. Yes. Don't double click. On the right, you close the window. You are allowed to drag and drop, just move it. Move top. Yes, in the sprint area, done. Whatever the items you are planning to implement on the first sprint need to be dragged here. One user story is planned, say for example. No, don't drag the remaining user stories because we have not created any task for the remaining user stories, right? Assumption, only one story is planned to implement in the first sprint. Drag the related task items to the sprint area. Developing code for new branch registration. Similarly, remaining 2 tasks. If there are multiple user stories are planned, all we can drag. The last one not properly dropped. Right. Assumption. Maybe a product backlog contain list of epics and list of user stories. Whatever you plan to implement on the first sprint need to be dragged into the sprint area. Okay. So now assumption here, one user story creating a branch, 3 task items we have planned to implement on the first sprint. Now you can click on start sprint on the right. Right. There are 4 issues are included in the sprint. Sprint 1. Shortcut key of the project name, prime, sprint 1. Then duration, you plan the duration. The Scrum Master need to estimate the time required to implement all these task items. Let's say 1 week of time is estimated to complete the sprint. Select 1 week. Today date and the end date also it is showing 17. Okay, Saturdays, Sundays are excluded in 1 week. Okay, sprint goal, type it. By end of this sprint, by end of this sprint, by end of this sprint, end of by end of this sprint, we have to complete new branch registration feature. New branch registration feature. New branch registration creation feature. Start the sprint. Here assumption, out of 3 stories, only 1 story is planned to finish up in the first sprint. Like your Scrum Master will plan what are the things we have to finish off in the first sprint based on the team size availability and drag the items to the sprint and create it. Now you please observe here, soon after the sprint is created, all items are appearing in the board. Before the sprint creation, there is nothing appearing in the board, correct? Now, whatever the items planned to implement in the first sprint are available on the board under the status called to do. For every issue, there are 3 possible statuses: to do, in progress, and done. To do meaning works are at pending state. To do, works to do. In progress meaning people started working on it. Done meaning the work is completed. So Scrum Master will not ask each and every team member involved in the development and testing what is happening. Just I go to my board here, by seeing here I'll understand what are the items to do, what are the items in progress, what are the items completed. All people collaboratively working in the centralized repository, cloud repository. I no need to ask all of my team members what you are doing, whether the work is completed or not. Just I go to my board, it will show you all the items, including their statuses. As of now, every work is at pending state. Your job done, Scrum Master. You already assigned the work, you created a sprint, now developers and testers should work on the features. Right. Till this point is clear, right? Stop skill sharing. Good job. Everybody please confirm. Till this point is understood, right? Jira, you say? Whatever we learned yesterday and today, this is not your work in Jira, it is Scrum Master job in Jira. As it is a learning, we are exploring everything, but truly speaking, this is not your job in the Jira tool, it is Scrum Master job. Creating epic, creating story, creating task item, assigning the work to the team members is the project manager work, not your work. For learning purpose, you can practice everything. Got it? Right. Now, developers and testers should work on the sprint. Developer available? Sharif,
Yes, sir.
share your screen. Right. You have a work for you assigned, correct? Your project manager assigned a work for you. Develop the code for new branch registration. First one. View issue. You please observe the sprint one also appearing. Once the sprint is started, again it will send a mail. Right. This is your job, right? Dismiss all. On the bottom, dismiss quick start. Yes, Sharif, this is the work assigned to you by your Scrum Master. Write the code for new branch registration. You go to your board. On the left, you click on the board. Look at this one, everybody. Look at this. Who log in now? Developer. In the developer board, it is showing everything. Because here, every user is administrator in the free version, correct? Hence, everything is visible here. But truly speaking, if the rules permissions are configured, when a developer login, only the works assigned to the developer visible on the board, not everything. But here, all three people, Sharif, me, and Karthi, all have administration permissions. Sharif, on the left, you have an option on the left bottom project settings. Project settings. Okay. Access. Go to access. You please observe here, everybody. These three people are the collaborators of the project. These three people work on the project. On the right, it is showing a role, administrator. On the top, you please observe here, project access. Anyone with access to Jira, Learn Jira 321, the site what we have created, can access and administer this project. Every user is an administrator here. Upgrade your plan, go for a paid plan to customize the project permissions. Generally, in real time, we go with a paid plan where permission settings will be given. So developer will see only the works assigned to him, not even other developer job. Let's say there are two developers, developer one login, only the work assigned to the developer visible on the board. Other works will not visible on the board. But here, as everybody is an administrator, everything is visible. Hope you understood this, right? Right. Go back to the project. Right. What is your job now? Or you click on NG, click on your name, NG on the, no, before, no, not there, not there. On the left side, about to do, NG, Suresh Babu and other thing appears, right? Icons. Click on NG. Now see, only the works assigned to Sharif is visible here. It's a filter option. Actually, in real time, this only will be visible to developer. Remaining nothing will be visible to developer. Okay? Right. If you click on your name, only the works assigned to the particular person will be filtered and show in the board. Sharif, this is the work given to you, right?
Yes, sir.
What is your job?
To develop the code for new branch registration.
Okay, develop the code. Yes, Sharif. Write the code for new branch registration. Once completed, please update. Sharif, I am audible?
Yes.
So you have to build the code for new branch registration, okay? That is the task given to you. You are a developer, right?
Yes.
Write the code for new branch registration and update me when the code is done. Sharif, no answer from you.
Sir, how can I write the code?
Okay. You do one thing. Before you start building the code, assume that developer started implementing the code. First, you need to inform to all of your team members, I started writing the code. What you will do? You started a job, you started your work. You need to inform to other team members, I started this work. How you are going to inform it? Remaining people answer this question.
By updating the status.
How?
By
Assumption you started working on it, okay? Assumption you started building the code. Move the issue from to-do list to in progress.
in progress.
Move it to in progress. Just drag and drop. Right. Leave it. Now all other team members will understand that developer started building the code. In progress, not completed. Not completed. He started building the code. Got it? Right. Stop screen sharing. And in between, start writing the code. Karthik, share your screen. Sharif, in between, start writing the code. You please observe here. We are seeing Scrum Master mode. Automatically, the item is appearing under in progress. So the Scrum Master will understand that developer started working on it. Scrum Master no need to ask the developer what is the status. Now developer started working on it, the work in progress. Though 40 people or 400 people working on the same project, Scrum Master no need to ask anybody what is happening. Simply Scrum Master will view the board, monitor the board. All items are appearing on the board. What are all to do? What are all in progress? What are all done? Everything will be visible on the board here. Now Scrum Master understand developer started writing the code, but not yet completed. Stop screen sharing. Sharif, share your screen. Hope code completed. Sharif, share your screen. Code completed? Sharif, code completed?
Not yet, sir.
How much time you need? Yes, Sharif.
1 week is there, sir.
Total sprint planning itself 1 week. You need 1 week for writing one program to branch registration. Maximum 4 hours. Okay, assumption work is completed by Sharif. Okay? Assumption developer completed the code, completed the work. What do you have to do, Sharif, now? Assumption you completed the code.
Sir, update this to done.
Do it. So code completed?
Yes.
Sharif, code completed?
Yes, sir.
Very good, excellent. You are a very speedy developer. You made using Java or Lava? Okay then, code completed. Okay? Stop screen sharing. Good job, very good job. Very quickly you made the code. If I have a developer like you, within a day, we can complete even banking project. Karthik, share your screen. Refresh your browser. Right. You please observe here. Now, every team member will understand the code finish for new branch registration. Stop screen sharing. Now, tester job will come into the picture. Who is tester here in our discussion?
Here only, sir.
Right. Let me explain what tester will do in the Jira tool, how to write test cases, how to run test cases, and how to report the bugs using this Jira tool. Whatever the work I am doing, this is your work in Jira. Okay, this is your work in Jira. As it is a learning, we are exploring all, but practically speaking, your Scrum Master assigned a work to you like write test cases, run test cases. How we write test cases, how we run test cases in the Jira tool, let us explore it. These are your URL, right? Yesterday I was not logged out actually. If log out, I have to log in again. It's my account. I'll go to the board. I click on my name. Only the works assigned to me is visible here. Observe here. Only the works assigned to me is visible here. Creating test cases for branch registration, executing test cases for new branch registration. These are work assigned to me. Assumption I started. Let's say I started writing the test cases. First, we have to move it to in progress. Now my Scrum Master will understand that, okay, tester started creating test cases. Now I have to create the test cases. These are only tasks, correct? Task name. I have to finish off this task. I have to create the another issue type. Hope you remember yesterday we have installed a plugin. We installed one plugin yesterday. What is that? Jafai Squad. A Jira integration which allow the team members to design and run test cases. I click create button. Test. Because I am creating test cases. Test case summary. Zero zero one. Check new branch creation. It is nothing but test case number. Summary. Here I give more details. Check new branch creation with
Valid inputs.
valid inputs. Test case number, test case description. I am not assigning this work to anybody. I am doing it. This belongs to sprint 1. This belongs to sprint 1. This one. This is the issue type I have created. This one. In the board, it is appearing here now. Before I start, I'll move it to in progress. Double click. It opened. Once you install that Zephyr Squared add-on, these options will be visible. Zephyr Actions, Test Details, Test Executions. So please observe here. As of now, I have given only the name, test case name, test case description. If I come little down, here we have to write the test procedure, step 1, step 2, step 3. I repeat, what I did after creating a test issue type, by default, every issue type comes under to do. I move it to in progress. Double click here. Here we have to update the remaining details, test details. It's loading. Here I have to write the step. Here we have test case name. Here we have test case description. And here I will update the procedure. First test step. For the first step, open the browser. Enter valid URL and click go. This is the first step. Once I inserted a step, automatically step numbers will be created. As it is a software, automatically generate the step numbers. What is the input data you require to execute this step need to be prepared here. primusbank.qatech.com URL. And what is expected test result? The label is test result, expected test result. Here we have to write the expected behavior. In the paid version, you are allowed to customize the labels. In the paid version, you can customize the templates. What I will customize in place of test results, I can give a name like expected result. Here we have to understand the meaning of this. Meaning of the column is expected test result. Test case meaning we are documenting expected. It is expected test result. What is expected?
User able to access the link.
Display homepage of the
Primus Bank homepage. System should display Primus Bank homepage. It is expected. At this step. Step 1. Step numbers will be automatically created by the tool. At any point of time, you can drag and change the sequence of the steps also. You are allowed to move them. Almost same step is available. You can copy. Clone. Clone meaning copy. One more step will be inserted. Where you want to add this, it is asking. Before the first step, after the first step, something like this. Actually, in Excel sheet, what you are doing, copy and pasting, right? Here we have an option clone. It is asking where you want to insert, before the first step or after the first step, something like that. Second step. What is second step? Enter valid username, valid password, and click login. Remember, here our discussion is not understanding how to write test cases. Already we learned how to write test cases. How to write test case in Jira, that is only our discussion. Previously, we used to write in Excel sheet. If a company asked you to write test case in Jira tool, how to write the test case in Jira, that is our focus here. The data required to execute this step. Username and password. You can give the labels also, user ID something, password something like this. User ID and password. Now, expected system should display the admin module.
Admin mode.
2 steps are finished. I am writing for new branch registration, right? At any point of time, you can update the steps. Login as admin. Login as admin. System should display admin module. Click branches or go to new branch registration page. See, wherever in the dashboard, wherever the option available, go to new branch registration. Navigation doesn't matter. Wherever it is available, you have to go to new branch registration. System should display the new branch registration page. Enter all mandatory fields with valid inputs and click submit. Previously, we used to list out the mandatory fields in the Excel sheet, right? Set test data column, same way. Branch name, I am giving something. Address one. All it is sample data. The zip code, country, the state, and the city. So enter all the mandatory fields with valid inputs and click submit. Expected system should register new branch successfully. I have documented these steps. Finish. This test case is done. I move it here. The same way I have to write one more test case. Check new branch creation with invalid inputs. No, you understand the process, right? How to create one more test case here? Same procedure. Test case 2. In the description I am giving, check new branch creation with invalid inputs. This also belongs to sprint 1. So previously, I was not mapped to any sprint. Previously, I mean, the epics created, stories created, not mapped. Because that time, first of all, sprint not yet created. Later, while creating a sprint, Karthik, Scrum Master, moved items to the sprint. Thereafter, any issue is created related to the sprint. While creating the issue, you have to map to the sprint. You understood what I said? Not understood? I speak English only, not Chinese. This online team, you understood what I said?
Yes, sir.
While creating a sprint, first Scrum Master created the epic. Scrum Master created user stories. At the time of creating epics and user stories, did Karthik map it to sprint 1? First of all, at that time, sprint is not created. Later, sprint is created. While creating the sprint, the items are moved to the sprint, right? The items are dragged to the sprint. So, meaning in the sprint 1, these items are available. Later, the work assigned to developers and testers. The issues you are creating relevant to the sprint, test cases relevant to the first sprint only. There is a task in the sprint, write test cases for new branch registration. I am creating the issues related to the sprint task. So, while creating the issues related to the sprint, I am mapping here. While creating the issues, I am mapping. For this reason, automatically it is appearing under the board. If I was not mapped it will not appear in the board. If I was not mapped it, only we are seeing the sprint 1 board. If this is not mapped to sprint 1, it will not appear in the board. Got it? It is automatically coming to the board because it is mapped to, we are seeing the sprint 1 board, correct? This task also belongs to sprint 1. While creating the test cases, if I was not mapped to the sprint, it will not appear in this board. This will be created but not appear in the board. It will be created in the product backlog. I am going to product backlog. It will appear here. But you please observe here, I am mapping automatically is coming to sprint 1. These are not belongs to sprint 1. While creating a sprint, our Scrum Master dragged some items here. But remaining items, while creating the task item or while creating the issue itself, you are mapping to the sprint. Right. I went to board again. I started creating the second test case. Double click. Test case 2, new branch creation. Check new branch creation with invalid inputs. Here we have to write the steps. Here we have to write the steps. I'm giving the URL here. Expected test result. Step 1 it is. System should display admin module. here. Just I'm writing one step. Leave all mandatory fields blank and click submit. System should display an error message. Please fill in something like this. Please fill mandatory field, something like this. Like this, we create the test cases. Actually, we have to write few more steps. You understand the process, right? Then, once the test case is finished, I move it here. Second test case also done. And the task also done, right? For the task create test cases, I created two issues. These two issues belongs to this task. This also I have to move it to done. This task is completed. Corresponding issues also completed. Done. Right. Karthik, share your screen.
Sir,
So what is your understanding now? Karthik, as a Scrum Master, what is your understanding now?
sir, what I assigned, everything is done.
Not everything. Test cases completed. Execution not yet finished. Code
Okay.
completed. Code finished. Test cases also finished. But execution is still pending.
Yes, sir.
Execution work not yet started. Correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
the Scrum Master no need to ask all the developers and testers what is happening. Automatically
Yes.
it will appear on the Scrum Master board. Stop screen sharing. Now I'm asked to run the test cases. Let me explain how to execute the test cases. First, if I started executing the test cases, I move it here. And this test case I want to execute. Test case for new branch creation. And here we have an option called, please observe here, there is an option here, execute. Click on execute. As of now, the status is this test case not yet executed, unexecuted. If you come down, the entire procedure is appearing. This you have to execute. On the right side, you are seeing the summary. Test case 1. Check new branch creation. Description. Check new branch creation with valid inputs. I will come down. This procedure we have to execute. Earlier, we have executed from the Excel sheet. At the time of test preparation, only these columns are appear to you. Number, description, input data, and expected. While executing the test cases, you have to update actual and also corresponding status. So automatically some of the columns are embedded. Now, let's say I started executing the test case. The first step. These test cases are manual test cases, right? Manually we have to execute. If automation Selenium will execute, you don't need to execute. As it is manual test case, manually we have to execute. I'm executing the first step. Open the browser. The URL available here. Enter valid URL and click go. The first step executed. So this is expected or actual? This is actual. What is actual? System display, Primus Bank homepage. Let's see what is expected. System should display Primus Bank homepage. Yes, system displayed. Here we have a comment section, right? Here we have to update your comment after execution. Nothing but actual result. We have to update our comment after executing the step. Working as expected. Status is pause. Step 1 executed and pause. Second step, login as admin. Username admin, password admin. As it is manual testing, manually we have to perform the steps. System showing admin module. What is expected first of all? System should display admin module. Yes, displayed. System displayed admin module. After execution, we have to update our comment here. This is also working as expected. This step also working as expected. Pause. Next step, go to new branch registration. Oh, what happened? You have to click on branches, right? When I click branches, you should go to the branch registration page, but it's not going. It's redirecting to login page. As a tester, we do not know what is the reason. Finally, there is a bug here. There is a defect here. What will update now? What will update now here?
Defect.
When we click branches link in no. What is actual behavior? We should not write not as expected, already I told you. Not as expected, we'll miss the details, how system behaved, correct?
After clicking branches button, it redirect to login page.
When we click branches, system
Redirect
redirecting to
login page.
status would be fail.
Fail.
If really it is a critical error, you feel it is not understandable to my developer. If I feel this information is not enough to my developer, some runtime error coming, something like that, I have an option. Actually, for every small bug, every understandable bug, you no need to attach a screenshot. Here I do no need to attach a screenshot. Supposing here we are getting some runtime error. Here we are getting some runtime error. System showing some runtime error. If I feel if I provide the more technical details, what exactly the runtime error coming, developer can quickly resolve it. In that scenario, I'll take the screenshot. I capture the screenshot of the page. You know how to capture screenshot, right? No?
Windows Shift S.
Finally, you know, right? Good. I save somewhere in the system with a name like defect1 or defect2, something like this. Say defect1 or defect2, something. In the Jira tool, if really you want to attach something more, you have an attachment option here. Here also we have the attachment. Listen. You can attach that file. Supposing something, whatever it may be. Just we are understanding the process. Error. $25 MB it is. 253 KB. Five MB. It's not attaching.
Might be it is only accept the JPG format.
No, any file you can attach.
Okay.
This is the problem with the free versions.
Oh, okay.
Same file I attached only, correct? Same file only. Earlier it is not accepted, now it is accepted. Well, you can attach the things. Just I am showing you, if you want to attach some screenshots and all, we can attach. And every failed step, you know, defect, right? We have to document the defect, record the defect. Let me explain how to record the defect here. This is how we use Jira for bug reporting. Create a defect. In the issue type, there is one issue type called bug, right? It will redirect to the same. In usability point of view, I will say it is a bug in Jira. Automatically, you should take the type as bug. I am again changing it. Functionality working, but usability point of view, it is a bug in Jira tool. I created a bug. Automatically, issue type should be selected as a bug. I am manually selecting it again. I observed and selecting it. Maybe generally generally our psychology, already I created a bug, we start filling the details. Instead of creating a bug issue type, it will create a test issue type. It's a bug in Jira tool itself. Okay, I selected bug here. Here we update the bug summary, defect summary. What is the defect summary? Finally, we are trying to create a new branch registration, which is not working. New branch creation, not working. the description. When we click branches link in admin dashboard or an admin module, system redirecting to login page. This is the description, login page. Assign to, tell me.
Sharif.
I'm assigning to the developer. This also belongs to sprint 1, where it is. This work also belongs to sprint 1. While executing test case number 8, correct? I got this bug. I'm linking the bug to the test case. Create the bug. The bug is registered. Status is still the pending. I'll change it to fail. Because the test case 1 is failed, correct? Done. Developer, Sharif, you start working on it. Sharif, you start fixing the bug.
Sure, sir.
Very good. You understand that. Now, once it is done, I go to my board. You understand the test case execution process, right? Same way we have to execute even second test case also. Let's assume all test cases are executed. I'll do one thing. This test case 9 also need to be executed. Here I have the option execute. I click on execute. First test case, the first test case is failed. Second test case, assumption I have executed. Everything is working as expected. Say for example, actual application I cannot run this test case. Assume that it is executed and pass. I'll update like I'm not executing. As you have understand the process, working as expected.
Pass.
Pass. Let's say second step also executed, working as expected. Pass. Let's say next step also executed, working as expected. Pass. Say the last step also executed, say working. Pass. As all steps are pass, final status will be automatically updated as pass. It's updated as pass. Now I go back to my board. This test case execution job also done. I move it to done. But while executing this test case, one of the test case, we got a bug. I created a bug, right? Assigned to Sharif. It is appearing under to do. You please observe it is a bug. New branch creation not working. That is also one of the work. Bug also one of the issue type. Right. I stop screen sharing. Sharif, share your screen. Right. Now, assumption developer started working on the bug. First, you have to move it to in progress. If developer started fixing the bug, he will move it to in progress. When the bug is fixed, he move it to done. Move it to done. Very good. No. You are not properly releasing the mouse. That's it. Right. So finally, developer fix the bug. Move it to done. Bug also one of the issue type. I created a bug, assigned to developer, developer resolve it now. What do you have to do, Sharif, now? You resolve the bug, okay. What do you have to do now?
He need to mention he done with the bug.
No, already done. You move it to done. What next?
Sir, send back to QA team.
Send back to QA.
QA team.
Create a task. Create a task. Developer, create a task. How you create anything? On the top, you have a create option. Select issue type as a task. You are creating a task, assigning the task to the tester. What is the task you are creating? Retest, new branch creation. Task summary, retest. Already bug is fixed, right? Then how it will be informed to the tester? By assigning a task to the tester. I am a developer, I fix the problem. I have to assign a task to the tester. The bug is fixed, you retest it, correct? So all cycle. Retest, new branch creation. New branch creation. Creation. Right, copy and paste in the description because description also same. Otherwise, leave the description which is a optional field. Right, continue. Assign to first. Assign to the tester. You little scroll down the page. Now go to select. Go to assignee. Assign to the tester. Map it to the sprint. This work also belongs to sprint 1. Here, no, on the top you have an option, select a sprint. Right, create. Now stop screen sharing. Actually, when I check my email, I will receive the mail from the developer. For every work, automatically system will send an email notification. I'm going to my board. There's a work assigned for me here. Retest, new branch creation. Not yet received. Over here. Here. The free version, it is taking some time for the mail. Okay. Now here, I move it to in progress. I'll start retesting the functionality. If really the problem is correctly resolved, my work is completed, I move it to done. I stop screen sharing. Karthik, share your screen. Is any item is under still pending status? If any issue belongs to sprint 1 is still under pending status? Jaya, please mute. Is there any work item still under pending status? No.
No. Okay.
Karthik, but creating a branch story fully finished, right? All items belongs to user story completed or not?
Sir, completed.
Then move
But-
the user story also to done. User story on the top. No. You move scroller. Yes, creating a new branch. No, on the left you have to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Creating a branch. All works belongs to creating a branch is completed. Move it to done. It's a user story. We are not going to do anything here. You move it to done.
Little confusion, sir. Clarify me, sir.
See,
Drag drop.
all work items belongs to new branch creation completed or not?
Completed, sir.
Then you are saying to do one item, right? Create branch.
Yes, sir. Yes.
On this user story only works are completed, right?
Yes.
All user stories are complete. All work item belongs to the user story completed. You move this to done.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Sorry, sir.
Right. Understood?
Understood, sir.
Right. Now go back to the backlog, product backlog. You please observe here, whatever you planned in the sprint 1, Primus Bank sprint 1, all under done status or not?
Yes, sir. Done. Sorry. All are done.
Only the works you planned for the first sprint are completed or not? Done.
Completed. Done.
You keenly observe they are also marked. Completed. Done. Come down. So as all items belongs to, so remaining not planned for the first sprint. Whatever the task we planned for the first sprint are done, correct?
Yes, sir.
Little up, little move up. What do you have to do now?
I have to take these two also to.
No.
Complete the sprint.
Will you take the two again into same first sprint?
No, it
First
considered as a
sprint is
second.
completed. Once
first.
completion of the first sprint, again the Scrum Master will freshly plan what we can do for the next 1 week. Second sprint will be created. You have an option complete sprint on the right.
Yes.
Right. As
I have to
all
click it, sir?
reach the status to done, you have to complete the sprint. Complete. Click on it. You have received a cup. Take it. Completed, right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Now first sprint is finished. You please observe, first sprint is completed. First sprint items are not appearing on the backlog. They are
Yes,
not
sir.
backlog now, already completed. Backlog means generally,
Backlog only these two.
you have some backlog subjects. What is the meaning? Pending, correct? Pending items only appearing in the backlog. Completed items are moving.
Yes.
These are still pending in the product. Now what your project manager will do? Plan another 2-3 work items into the next 1 week of schedule. He will create the sprint 2. Same
Yes.
process will go. Stop screen sharing.
Okay.
Hope you understand the process. All people connect together, say the work and see the work. And Scrum Master can easily able to understand, monitor what are the items to do, what are the items in progress, what are the items completed. Like sprint by sprint, works will go. Okay? Almost agile model, never ending process. Why? I use a word never-ending process, almost never-ending process. Until unless there is a gap between the client and your company. 5-year support project, 10-year support project, it goes. As long as our client running their business. Last 35 years, ICICI Bank doing the business. Next to 350 years also they will do the business. Understand what I'm saying? Last 35 years, ICICI Bank doing the business. Next to 350 years also they will do the business. They need continuous technology support for their business. As long as the client running the business, a software company has to provide the technology support. Maybe contract is over. If the terms and conditions are good, everything is good, client is happy with our company services, one more renewal, next to 5 years agreement. Same process will continue. Bigger organization will concentrate on only this kind of project, where they can get consistent, continuous revenue. Understand? These kind of projects are generally called maintenance project, support project. Understand the
Sir,
point?
excuse me.
Right. Tell me.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, yes.
Sir, will test scenarios are not required while using Jira? Sir?
What do you mean by test scenario? Give me the definition of a scenario.
Epic, sir.
What to test?
Or to test. Okay. What are the features to be tested?
Tested.
What is called user story?
Right, sir.
What is called user story here?
What is to be implemented?
They are nothing but scenarios, right?
Right, sir, right.
I told you the terminology. Epic meaning requirements. Stories meaning scenarios. Test case are same terminology. Terminology epic. In waterfall model, we call them as requirement. Here we call them as epics. In waterfall model terminology, we call them as scenarios. Here we call them as stories. There are 3 stories. What are the 3 stories we have documented? Admin should be able to create a new branch. It's nothing but a scenario, right? What to be tested? Admin should be able to create a new branch. Admin should be able to update a branch. Admin should be able to delete a branch. They are nothing but scenarios. Stories here. Terminology is different. Right? Right. I stop here. Understood, right? Okay, well understood. Yes, I'll stop here today, and tomorrow we'll start automation. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Right. From tomorrow we'll start automation testing. Okay? Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Right.
sir.
Right, man. Thank you. Thank you. And one moment. Sorry. One moment, last one. Now how you can practice this Jira? You can able to practice it, right? How? Like yesterday, you create your account in Jira. You are the Scrum Master, you are the developer, and you are the tester. Like this, you can do it. But majorly focus on only 2 things: writing test cases, executing test cases. That's it. Creating a bug. It's your job. Or 3 people together, how I simulated the process, can practice. Supposing one person creating an account, creating the site, Scrum Master, invite your other 2 friends to access, collaboratively you can work together. This is how you can simulate it. Individually you can practice, or a group also you can able to practice it. You no need to install anything on your laptop or desktop because everything is cloud-based. You go with a free account enough. Paid account, more speed, more features, more security services, more permissions you will get. Okay? No limitation for number of test cases, number of products. In free version, we have some limitations. Did you observe while uploading a small file itself, it is showing this is the limitation, correct? You cannot write thousands of test cases in the Jira tool in free version. There will be a database limitation. Once the database limitation is exceeded, it will simply pop up. You have to go for a paid version, then only you are allowed to access. That's it. For that reason, companies will go for paid version. In the free version, you can able to write up to 100 test cases, not more than that. Once you write 100 test cases, free version database size will be exceeded. Definitely in the companies, we have to go for the paid version, something like this. Okay? You can create your account, you can have a practice. From tomorrow, we go with automation testing training. Okay? Thank you. We'll continue tomorrow.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes,
Sir, what are the timings for support link, sir?
support. Maybe from
Support Zoom link.
you have the ID, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 9:30 to till evening 7:30.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Morning 9:30, approximately 9:30, 9:45 to till evening 7:30. Okay.